Here is the front bodice. You can see how the patterned different patterns, and this will go into this and this into this. You can see how beautiful it is, isn't it? So let's start the pattern drafting. This is it. You can see that my fabric has two beautiful patterns. So I want this to come by the left and this by the right. I start for the fine off-shoulder dress that you saw. This is my off-shoulder line 4, upper bust line 7, armpits line 10, middle bust line 12, under bust line 17, and half length 19 and half. Shoulder neck is 7. From here I'll use my free hand and make it a little sweetheart. Then from here I join it to the armpits. Then that is 5 1/4. I do 5 1/4 here and here also. Then by the center I'll do 1 1/4, and by the sides I'll do 3 inches. So I slowly curve to the 3, and this one straight and join. Then from here I'll leave something like 1 inch, slowly curve it into this one, and by the armpits line I'll give it 2 inches and curve it in again. Add my extra 1.5. This is 43. By 4 will give us approximately 11 inches. Have my 4 here, bring it down, have my 11 inches, and add 2.5 inches. Here is it. Here is the front bodice. You can see how the patterned different patterns, and this will go into this and this into this. You can see how beautiful it is, isn't it? To draft the back pattern, here is -4 off shoulder, and I do 19 plus half seam allowance. Armpits 10, and the neck for the back I'm going to use 8. So I have my zipper 1.5. From here I use the 7 for the front. I'm equally using 7 here, and I join it to my 8. And this is the armpits. You draw it to join here. Then that is 5 1/4, but I'll use 5 1/2 here. Do my 1 1/4, 1 1/4, so that everything will give me 2 1/2. So the waist is 11 approximately. We have 4. Bring 4 here, get the 11 and add it 2.5 inches. 1 2.5. This is our back pattern, and the thing is to draft, make a straight line, but here is straight already, so no need. I have to mark out 4 inches. This 4 inches is for turning the lining. I want the lining to carry it up inside, so I mark. This is the hemming line, and from here I put the length. The gown length of my client is 66. My client is a big woman, she's tall, 66. I mark the knee, I mark the hip, and I mark the half length, 19 plus half inch seam allowance on top. The hip is 52. 52 divided by 4 will give us what? 13. Excuse me. 13 plus 2 inches is 15. Then the waist is 43, approximately 44. Divided by 4 will give us 11, plus 2 inches will give me 13. And I join. Since I used the 13 here, when I come down to this place, I'm going to use 13 and a half. When I come down further, I use 12 and a half. So I'll have to fold before cutting so that it will have the same shape down here. I have to notch here. Remember, this is a hemming line. Look at the way it is. It's full lining, so the lining will now start from here up and cover everywhere. So this is my skirt. The front one, I'll now use it and place on my fabric to get the back one. I want to place and get the back skirt pattern. I've done the front, as you can see. This is the back. So that is what I'm doing now. Make sure I patterned it very well. If I'm doing straight slits by the back, I usually add 2 inches as against 1.5. So this is my 2 inches. I have to make sure it is 2 inches from up. Oh my God. From up to down. I have to make sure that it is 2 inches. So it is quite simple. I will just cut. So I have to notch. This notch is where I want the lining to carry my fabric up. I want to do the flare. So time to draft the sleeve pattern. I have to make a 360-degree flare. This is 14. Okay, I can actually get 15, so let me use 15. I have to mark 15 throughout. I folded my, okay, I have to mark 15. 15. Then I join. I folded my fabric into 4. This is 1, this is 2, and I have another 2 here. So this is the flare that I want to use for my sleeve. You can see it is a perfect circle. Perfect circle. The diameter is 30, while the radius, half of it, is 15. So I fold back, fold again, mark 4, mark 4, mark 4, 4. This will now give me the shoulder line. You know, I'm doing an off-shoulder dress. This will give me the shoulder line. So you can see the round sleeve. This is the round sleeve. The sleeve of my dress. This is the plain and this is the pattern. So here is the shoulder and here is the armpit. You see the way it's looking.